A different project. I'm using a different medium and we're using fabric. So I've got my Big Shot and I've got 4 layers of just varying fabric here that I had kind of kicking around the house, and I'm using the die called the Big Flower Folds. And what I'm going to do, so I'm going to actually cut out 4 layers at one time, and I'm just going to push this through my Big Shot. Oh, it would help if I had my pieces, my sandwich pieces, sorry. So I've got, I need to have my 2 clear pieces. So I've got my clear piece for the bottom, I think they're acrylic, my clear piece for the top, make sure it sandwiches my material, and then I'm just going to give that a push. I'm going to run this through my Big Shot. And then what I'm going to have left are 4 of the flowers cut out of my fabric. You can see those here. So I've got 4 flowers cut out in the 4 different fabrics here, and you can see them just nicely all cut out. So let me punch those out and then I'll show you what we're going to do with them. Okay, so you can see here the finished product of what we're making, and it's just a flower blossom using that print material. And so by running 4 pieces of material through, I'm actually able to make 2 of these flowers. And how I did that is I just have 2 of each size, so 2 of the biggest, the next biggest, 2 of the second smallest, 2 of the smallest, and then I've used one of our beautiful cord brads to hold all of these pieces together. So I'll show you just how I did that. So I just laid them on top of one another. So I started with my 2 biggest, so I laid it flat. I had my second one on top, and then all I did was rotate it, not a full petal turn, because I didn't want to have too much, like I wanted to have some gaps and petals, so I just kind of rotated it slightly. And I did that with all the petals, stacked them one on top of each other. You can see there. And then what I'm going to do is just take my paper piercer, go right through all the fabric, give it a good pierce, kind of move it side to side, so when I take my poker out, there you go, you're going to be able to see that hole. For this one I'm going to use a craft brad, and the buttons would be cute as well, that you could hand sew them on if you wanted to, but I'm lazy. Oops, my brad bent there on me. Here we go. So I'm going to repoke that hole because I moved it. Okay. Anyways, you get the point. So as I say, I'm just going to feed that through, make room for it, try and hold my fabric still so I can see my hole, poke my brad through, there we go, open up the backs, and I've got myself a really quick and easy floral material flower that you will see on a project that I'm working on in the next few days. But I just want to show you really quickly how you could use the Big Shot with some leftover quilting material to make a really pretty flower. Hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, so the next step to this fabric project, it's extending from the flowers that we started, is actually making a skirt. Now, if I were to sew, it probably would be a whole lot easier, but you know, this is paper crafting and sticky strip works wonders. So I used the large scallop die from the Big Shot, and I cut out of fabric 15 inches in length. And it turned out to be 4, 8, 12 of the scallop circles. So I've got those. I taped them, I had 3 layers of sticky strip. And now I'm taking my ribbon, I'm just going to measure where my halfway point is. I'm going to lay that on my sticky strip, approximately in the middle. I mean, this is for Leela, my bear, so it doesn't have to be perfect. If I were to start sewing this, my husband would probably be concerned that I sew for a stuffed animal and not his pants. So anyway, so I'm just going to fold this over, trying to get all my scallops to lay nice and flat as I fold that around. And the other thing I did, and you can add a few pieces if you need it to hold some of these tabs down, on the front, you can see here, the front of my skirt, you have the little scallop, so you can see those details. But I also put some sticky strip behind each scallop just to hold it down, so, you know, we keep Leela private. And then what I'm going to do is taking one of the flowers that I made. So this one is just running the flower through the Big Shot, and I only used the small flowers. Is I'm going to attach that to the waistband. We'll tie that around our bear, and it'll match the nice little flower in her hair. And we've almost got her back to school outfit done using Big Shot and sticky strip. Okay, and the last step here to Leela's outfit is I used the scallop square to cut out her shirt. And what I did is, you can see here with just a piece of cardstock, I ran the fabric through and folded it in half so it didn't quite reach this upper seam. So I ended up having a crease in the top, and that's how I got the top of my sleeves here on Leela. And then the neckline, I just ran the fabric through the Big Shot using the oval frame. So I just put the fabric, I'm trying to show you here if you can see it. You can see the frame here, I'm not sure if you can see it. I just put the fabric on the bottom edge here to cut the scallops from the oval frame to get the neck. And then I just pulled it over top, tucked it in, and Leela is all ready for back to school. So I hope you like my little Big Shotted, sticky taped, no sewing involved fabric craft using the Big Shot. Have a great day.